Listen to Dellheads, baby.
Like working.
What the boomers did have, which was quickly corrupted, was they had about probably 15 years where things were, at least it seems, and this is probably fake, it seemed like the best things that were available were what was put out. So like,
Yeah.
you know, like rock and roll, like you could go into a fucking record label and if you could sing, you got a record deal. Like there was a time where that was sort of realistic, obviously, like, you know, racial stereotypes and stuff like that, you know, like African Americans were subjected to a lot of like music poaching and all this other shit. I'm not talking about that.
You're just talking in general.
I'm talking in general, you know, some really great stuff was made. But also, that wasn't really the boomers, because that was more the greatest generation, but the generation before the boomers.
Yeah.
Because if you think
They
about
own the labels.
the stuff that came out in the 60s and the 70s, the boomers were kids.
Wait, so the boomers should be mad at themselves right now.
Yes, the boomers, dude, boomers literally ruined the planet. Like this
boomers during the Super Bowl getting mad at Taylor Swift.
Yes.
There's a boomer behind Taylor Swift. Like,
yes. Literally. Literally, dude. Like literally. Like I mean, like the perfect example, dude, is I just don't understand their lack of self-awareness is so mind-boggling. Like my dad being irritated that Usher was like Michael Jackson. He was like, he ain't Michael Jackson. It's like,
Yeah. It's, no one's
that's like saying Post Malone's not like Elvis. What are you saying,
so
dude?
fucking-
Like
Jelly Roll is like Nickelback.
no,
though,
Jelly
and I'll
Roll is like
stand by that
Nickelback
forever.
but it's like you know, it's trying to explain. Like I was explaining to my parents, like this is like you're being phased out of the demographics of what you're phased out.
welcome
you know, you
to
see
being
it?
60.
Yeah, like they're not gonna like. Like I asked my dad, I go, realistically, who would they put in the Super Bowl that would make you happy?
Michael Jackson.
He couldn't name anyone.
Yeah, they're all too old to be there. The ones that he likes.
Like who would it be? Sammy Hagar?
Like, yeah, bring Sammy and Van Halen on. It's like
No, why?
And the guitarist.
No one
is
would.
dead.
No one would like it. Everybody would hate it.
All the kids that are making the NFL money are gonna be like, "What is this?" Yeah.
Like, what do you think probably the biggest demographic for NFL is? It's like probably men between 25 and like 50.
Because that's who
Just
gives
men
them
in
money.
general, right? So like they're not going to have fucking you know, a Van Halen robot go up and fucking play a fucking techno version of Jump.
You know
like
what
shut
they
the
need to have?
fuck
They need to
up.
have Iron Maiden here. I like metal. You know,
It might-
metal in
like-
the 80s was so
but like
big.
think about the thing. Like I think about the shit my dad actually likes. It's like they have to have like an Elvis impersonator go up to make you happy. Like shut the fuck up, dude.
It's like, just go to Vegas.
But also, like, I don't understand. Like, boomers do have this in fucking hyper, like, fucking identity crisis where they think everything has to be for them.
Yeah, and it's like things were for them 30 years ago. Try to
No. Things have always been for them. The greatest generation. Hang on. Let me go off.
Go.
The greatest generation made sure every single thing was about their kids. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
They went and fought in World War
They were
II
good
for
people.
those little fucking bastards. The greatest generation went and fought for the boomers.
The greatest
They didn't fight
generation
for them.
voted for the civil rights movement. Dude.
No, and this
Holy
is
shit.
and this is what boomers do. Exactly, dude. You think Lyndon Johnson was a fucking boomer? You fucking idiots.
Holy shit.
No,
I never thought
he was in
about
the
it like
fucking
that.
great. He was like 60, dude. In 1960, he was 60.
That's what I'm
He was
saying.
born in like 19 fucking 10.
Yeah, so what do you think you have to be like, Dad, in 1990, were you complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show? Probably not,
No.
because you knew exactly.
But it's so funny. Like, and here's the thing. Like, kind of like, Usher was for like the 40-year-old people, which is
Yeah.
probably has the most money they give to the NFL, right?
Late 30s.
So like when we're 40, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like Bobby Shmurda. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So like in 10 years, like Bobby Shmurda and fucking, you know what I mean?
Walk of Flame, dude. You
Yeah.
guys remember Walk of Flame?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's like I just don't understand. Like, this isn't for me. It's like, shut the fuck up.
It's like everything in this world is about money, and it's so hard to get people to understand that.
I mean,
every single
Dude,
thing.
But like even like I remember, like I'm really thinking about it now. Like
you kind of blew my mind.
No, boomers really do think everything is about them. Like, okay, for example, my dad, right? Like, I remember he used to have a problem when we would watch certain movies.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, "You got to turn this off," and it was and he wouldn't even be watching it. It'd be because he just didn't want it to be on around him or something. and it's
In
like
a bad mood.
and it's like, wait a minute. Like, okay, for example, my girlfriend, right, likes different music than I do. Some of our stuff overlaps, but she likes a lot of like neo soul fucking
Yeah.
music I didn't grow up listening to, and
Quite
she
normal.
likes that. And it's like, Oh, so if she wants to play that on a Sunday morning when she's making breakfast, that's fine, because like us being a partnership is sort of like this thing of like, oh, you like some things, I like some things. Sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's my time. Dude. My dad never did any of that with my mom.
Dude, I have a couple older friends, and one of them, when he plays music in his house, like insanely loud, he has like a really nice system. He never, ever, ever asks his wife what she wants to listen to.
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
It's like whatever I say goes. Dude, I'd never want to be that type of fucking person unless I'm like creating music that has my name on it. Like, that's fucking wild, dude.
It's insane, right? Like, think about it.
It's like, no, Celine, we're listening to metal all day. All day.
Like, I mean, it's just like seriously, I've never had my dad ever ask anyone in our family, what kind of music do you want to listen to right now?
That's
ever.
wild.
Never.
So, but because of that might be why like we're going to be like a little better than they are.
Yeah. I already am.
But do you think some of like the older millennial generation is like taking it too far with like the parenting thing, going back to it? Yeah. They're fucking dude.
Just like that kid, the Yu-Gi-Oh kid. It's how do the cards? No.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like it's I mean, I don't know. Like, and you know, I don't know. And then like where Gen X fucked up was like their apathy towards everything. They're just like, everything's gay. I don't know. And we're just going to fucking fence it. We never have any actual opinions.
Dude, and they got a really nice chunk of the pie from
they did.
From the
my mom is Gen
the
X.
boomers. Yeah, dude. And they had low property costs. They can get into their first house like really cheap with no down payment.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking today, because I'm in the hunt for a new car later on, I'm like, all right, let's see what I can get for like a $5,000 down payment. Let's see how much my like monthly payment would be for a couple years for like a $15,000 truck.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, then you have that. It ends up being like $500 a month with insurance and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to my mom yesterday when she bought her house out in the desert where we used to live, definitely like lower income. She bought it for $50,000. Her mortgage was so like crazy. $500 and like something a month. And that same house right now is like $200,000, still in the middle of nowhere. But like that, we don't even have a shot at some of the possibilities.
Yeah, my parents' house was $99,000.
Dude, I bring up Al Bundy to my parents all the time because you have to use these weird like mind games with them.
Yeah, no, what is that? TV?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It was on the Magic Box.
They're like, I was like, he was a shoe salesman. He owned a fucking 2-story house as the only working person. Does that even exist? Does a shoe salesman even exist today?
Yeah.
Dude, and they're like, oh, that's a good point when you put it like that.
Yeah, no, you have to
really break it down.
You have to use retard law. You have to use TV. Like, oh, do you remember Happy Days? Do you remember that?
Do you remember
they
Tom
fucking
Cruise
get it?
in Risky Business? Yeah, no one's that happy at that age anymore for fucking reason.
Well, dude, a fucking another good example. I remember my grandfather would always be like, when I was your age, when I was 22, he's like, I had 2 kids and a mortgage. And I was like, yeah, and you wanted to kill yourself. I said that to him one time. And he's like, what?
Drinking like a fucking fish.
Yeah,
for a
literally.
reason.
It's like, dude, like it's just so fucking funny. The lack of knowing anything that like, I mean, even like subjecting us to like this idea, like go to college, like you're not gonna. They didn't research it. They just thought that that's what you did. Like they didn't like look into it or maybe like study it or think about it. They're just like, no, that's what you do. You just go to college. You're gonna go to college now. It's like,
that was like,
have we even Googled anything? Like we didn't Google shit. We didn't look into anything. It was just like, I'm going to Oregon. Yeah.
My parents didn't even talk to me about college. I graduated high school and they're like, what are you going to do next? I'm like, I don't know. What are you supposed to do? Like, they're like, oh, you didn't take your SATs? I'm like, no, literally no one's like, I'm fucking 17, dude. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Like it's just such a fucking insane, like, and then they wonder why their kids hate them.
Yeah, or there's
like boomers don't understand. Like, well, my kids never come over. It's like, yeah, we fucking hate you.
That distance is wanted for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
like between our generation, the boomers, like, man,
like it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like Dorothea's a boomer. She's
true boomer.
Yeah, because I just looked it up. Boomers are 46 to 64. So,
ooh, my mom did not make the cut.
So, like, you know, it's just like. And they're all just getting, they're just getting old, and they're getting sick, and
they're panicking. They're really.
This is what they're doing, and I'm not
so
saying,
concerned about the budget of the U.S.
I'm not saying anything about this in anyone in particular. They're running their fortunes into the ground, trying to just save. They don't even know what they're saving. They like
all they know is they still want to drive a Benz and
yeah.
they're just doing it with
they're
the magic
getting
box.
facelifts at 80.
Yeah, they're just doing the same thing they did 30 years ago because everything is still just fine.
Yeah, they still like. I mean, they just watch the news. They watch the news. They complain about what the news complains about. I mean, like, I didn't think they were gonna rant on boomers again, but I mean, like, it really is. It really is so disheartening, and this is the best. This is the best, Rain. Summer Love, 69. They all
I
go.
thought you were talking about during COVID.
They all go. We really had a shot at something great, didn't we? We really had a shot. We almost changed the world. It's like, dude, that was a CIA fucking psyop that you fucking faggots fell for. You gay
dude, you don't even
fucking
know
retards.
how good the dead is live. It's like the CIA ran
the dead
LSD.
The CIA ran the doors. The CIA runs everything, dude.
I know.
The CIA.
What do you think runs this
The
shit?
CIA killed your president. Like you are so disillusioned because of the magic box. I mean, the TV probably was the single most destructive thing ever. More than the fake nuclear bombs. Those don't even exist. Those are fake.
Well, they're gonna get a
Dude,
one
have you
over on
ever
our
seen?
people again.
Have you ever watched the fucking nuclear bomb footage? Have you ever watched someone analyze it?
Oh yeah, that was
It's so
a dude
fake.
on a Sam Tripoli show did that one time.
It's so fake. It's so fake, dude. Nuclear bombs don't exist, but the magic box said they did, so they do.
Oh, look, here's a footage of just a big explosion.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, a nuclear bomb is insane.
Oh my gosh.
Like, have you heard of firebombs? They could just run a city.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's just they really did just fuck it up. Like,
Dude,
they dropped the ball so fucking hard. I mean, it's great. Like, dude, it's literally what it is. It's those people who win the lottery and spend $500 million in 10 years.
They
That's
immediately
like what it
go
is.
gambling, even though they just wanted
it's
gambling.
It's like literally like you just won the lottery and you shit it all away. And if you're a boomer listening to this, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. If you don't like it, you can fucking unsubscribe. Like, you need to hear this.
If there's a 64-year-old listening to our show, shout out to you.
Our entire demographic is like 25 to 34. It's like 25 to 34, and it's like 93% male. But
Man. I think things are going to get better. I'm just scared. The reaction to everything today is going to push things a little too far in the right leaning direction, and then the reel back from that is going to just move the posts further along.
Yeah, I think, I really think, I don't know. I don't even know what
Because like the government bases like what they're going to do or how well they did something off our reaction to it, not off the action we give to it. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think that that's true. I think that they've tried some things that the public opinion has swayed. I think COVID was going to last for 10 years.
I thought, I mean, shit, dude, there's still people believing masks work. Just.
Yeah.
So it did work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It did work on people, but like.
I mean, masks work if you're sick and you don't want to get other people sick.
Yeah, but
that's like one thing. But it's like, there's people there's people who think the vaccine worked.
Yeah,
like there's people who that you got the vaccine. You got the vaccine to keep your job.
Yeah.
And you knew that it was kind of bullshit when you got it.
Yeah.
And you got it and whatever. But it's like there are people who I got fucking jabbed 5 times and it worked. It saved my life. It saved everyone's life.
Yeah, but it would be fucking weird. It like speaks to the brainwashing if I was like defending me getting the vaccine other than just doing it for my job.
Right.
That would be me trying to save face in some weird fucking way. And I don't know, dude. People need to be fucking fine in the middle and not have to find a team.
Yeah.
You don't need a team.
No,
Everything's
you
fake
do.
and gay.
No, you do. You do need a team. They need a team because
Team duh.
They need a team because there was the A team. There's the A team and they had a team on TV. Everyone's a team on TV.
And
Mr. and Mrs.
they
Smith.
had Mr. T who was black. How can that be racist? Like they put the only black guy in all the chains.
Yeah, it's what's so crazy is I've talked about this, but dating, a black chick, I learned so much shit about just Like she was like, yeah, when Lyndon B. Johnson, like, when they voted for the Civil Rights Act, it like a lot of black people were kind of like, okay, so because you fix this like legal part of it.
Yeah, that's
and
not
like
gonna fix the problem.
I guess like what happened was Lyndon Johnson had like a mental breakdown because everyone's like, okay, now what? Like, okay, you did that, and like there's still racism, and like black people were kind of like, well, okay, cool, sick,
Yeah,
because he didn't understand that, like he thought that the problem was fixed, like he was like, oh, I fixed it, and then we voted this big thing through, segregation is now no longer legal and whatever, and they're like, okay, there's still like a lot of work to be done. That's like not the, and he was like, what? And there's a picture.
It's like
of him.
It worked with the natives.
There's
so
a picture
easily.
of him crying in the Oval Office, and like me and her were talking about it, and it's just so interesting. You get such a good perspective of just like fucking reality.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I don't
dude,
know, like
dude, being married to my wife, like she's part native and Mexican. So when you like go to like when I go up north to like
they hate
Humboldt
white people.
to like the reservation, no, they don't hate white people. Dude, if you like are going along with the narrative, they will like see right fucking through you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That's so
you're
sick.
Just a fucking, you're just
You're
a
one of
little
those.
puppet.
Yeah.
All day, nigga.